that is going to be a 260 mile range. So still probably more than adequate for your needs, although maybe a little closer to that threshold, depending on how confident you are in the car, how much range you feel like you need to have. For 310 for a dual motor car like this, it's you got to go up to the 53,000 dual motor car. We'll take a left at the next light. Do you guys have a color in mind?
He said he liked the blue. I usually like the white. Huh?
I like the blue. I like the white too, though. It's tough to make.
I don't know if I've seen. Yeah, I guess I've seen the blue maybe on the Model S. Is that the same blue?
The blue, yeah, it's the same paint. I mean, the blue is not that common, actually. I don't see them. I saw a blue one this morning, but I don't typically see a lot of blue ones. I see a lot of white, gray, and red Teslas.
Weird question.
Yeah.
I've never seen a Model X that isn't white. Do they make them in not white?
They do.
We just saw a blue one.
Yeah, we saw a blue one. We have a midnight silver one now. We have a silver one. We have a black one. So they do exist, but the white Model X is definitely like a popular car, especially as like a family car. So what do you do for work?
I used to work for the General Motors Desert Proving Ground.
Yeah.
Now I'm retired.
What do you guys do out there? You said the Proving Ground?
Huh? It was in Mesa and in Yuma.
Okay, so you're testing cars?
I work with like the test equipment to test the vehicles with.
Cool. Would they feel betrayed if they knew you were driving a Tesla right now?
Well, they gave me a hard time because before I started, I was driving the Ford Pro, or I bought that new.
Right.
And then, but then I bought some when I was there. Like I said, I'm retired now, so it doesn't really matter.
So they can't give you a hard time. Are you guys from the area?
Yeah, from Mesa.
Okay.
So he's living out here. I'm in Ajo, Arizona.
Got it.
It's kind of south of Gila Bend.
Oh, so a little ways away. Yeah.
It's about a couple 100 miles.
I mean, do you feel like you need the extra range of the long range car? Do you feel like you can get away with the 260?
I don't know. Like I was looking at getting the standard model is why I was, and like I said, I didn't know how much mile, if they're ever going to make that or what.
Yeah, I mean, so they're going to make that car probably sometime next year. It's only going to do about 220 miles of range, so it's obviously going to be a little bit more limited. The thing about that car that I'm not sure if everybody realizes, we were going to take a right up there, so we're going to kind of zip past this guy when we go through the light. It's going to be a much more sort of standard car than this one, so it's not going to have the glass roof, for example. It's going to have cloth seats as opposed to the leather like this one has. It's not going to have heated seats or the premium sound system. You'll be able to add all that stuff on if you want to, but then it's basically going to drive the cost back up. So, if that's the car you think you're waiting for exclusively, then, obviously feel free to hold on to, you said you don't have a reservation, but hold on until that car shows up. It'll be probably sometime mid next year. But obviously right now, basically the least equipped Model 3 you can get into is $46,000, and that'd be before the $7,500 tax credit.
So we're gonna get in the right lane.
Well, yeah, we're gonna try to get in the right lane.
Okay.
It's okay if you miss it, we can go another way. But
where's the auto button here? I think it's just over there.
Yeah, we'll skip that for now because I'm gonna have you. We're trying to get over where that car just took a right turn up there.
I get it. We're gonna go right here.
Yeah, we'll take a right here into the mall. Up there where that kind of gold car is taking a left.
Have you seen any of the autonomous bolts around? I heard they were testing that.
I haven't seen. Well, I don't know if they were autonomous. I feel like I've seen some Bolts around.
I think they were like a fully autonomous with all the stuff on
with
the roof.
LiDAR on top. The
It was like a
spinning thing?
cruise automation.
Yeah, I have not seen one. I know they have the Waymo taxis are around in what is it? In let's say Chandler,
Mm-hmm.
where they have the white Google, self-driving taxi vans.
Yeah.
There's like a left into this garage up here, but I haven't seen any autonomous Bolts. Not here, up here. So.
Oh. Is that a valet driver?
I don't know. I think it was Uber or something.
Yeah. Did we put student driver on the back there?
I guess they could. Let's see. We'll head back up to the second floor, so you can take a right up here. We'll go up the
Okay.
ramp like 2 more times. Doesn't look like there's any Tesla parking out here. You can see there's a dark gray Model X right there. And they do exist. What other questions do you guys have about this car as we're coming back in, or just anything you feel like you need to know?
I know, what was it on the Bolt? They put on some sounds or something if somebody was around. Does it do anything like that?
There's not really any sounds or anything like
Yeah.
that, so I mean I guess it beeps at you if you're in danger, but it's kind of designed to to automate a lot of the safety features, or just to kind of give you a lot of awareness through the camera system right here.
Mm-hmm.
Take a right here. I always like the camera on in the garage. I can see if somebody's chasing us.
Okay.
So as we're coming up here, I'll show you guys one other feature of the car. So, all the Teslas with autopilot can self-park.
Okay.
You do need to see a couple things for the car to self-park. So it needs to be able to see the lines for the parking space.
Mm-hmm.
It also needs a car on either side, so kind of like that spot right there.
Okay.
But we can look for really any number of spots.
Mm-hmm.
If you're looking for the self-park, it's kind of not going to work with somebody right behind us because it is going to back in. So
Okay.
we want to wait till that guy's not there.
Okay,
We'll
we
let
just
him
get
go
over the
around.
side,
Yeah, you
yeah.
can do that. So, in fact, this spot here looks pretty good. The way the way you're going to do it is you're going to drive past the parking space a little bit farther than you might normally expect to. You're going to be looking for a P icon to show up here, kind of in the rear quarter of the car. So kind of drive up to here. It's pretty good. Keep going, keep going, keep going. You're going to, like I said, you're going to go farther past it than you think you might have to. And the car is going to look, so you see this P right here?
Right.
So when that shows up, you can put the car in reverse.
Okay.
And it's going to give you the option to enable self-park, and then you just hit start. So you take your foot off the pedals and the brake. Oh, there we go. Just resume that there. And just like that, it's going to back itself into that space. I might be able to do it with one turn. Looks like it. I'd like to watch the wheel right about now. So it'll also parallel park. Again, it just needs a car on either side. Obviously, it's a little more conservative than you might be. Kind of takes its time. And that's it. We'll put the car in park. We'll actually head back out and we'll park in the Tesla parking. Just so you can kind of see that. And that's all the way down for drive again, and we'll just head out to the right here. Have you guys looked through the design studio online? Kind of looked at all the features and options available?
I looked through a little bit.
Okay.
You, Daniel?
I have not.
Take it right in here. basically we'll just be looking for parking anywhere on the far end. We can take a right.
Okay.
We'll find, usually the ramp is a good space for it. Oh, that looks perfect right there. Right in front of us should be fine.
Yeah.
Just park straight in. As you drive in here, you'll kind of get the readout of how close you are to everything, even literally in inches. You
Okay,
can see a
okay.
readout of how close we are to these obstacles. That's probably close enough. And then just push the button on the end to put the car in park. And that's pretty much it. So before we hop out of the car, do you guys have any other questions? Anything else we didn't go over?
What's the loading area? Or that's a music, I
Oh,
guess.
that's just it's a streaming radio.
Okay.
So the car comes with a streaming radio service called Slacker Radio. It's kind of like Spotify.
Yeah.
So you just get this with the car. You can also do XM or FM radio, and obviously you can connect to your phone. Tune in is a Bluetooth a podcast app. That's really it.
Which is for the phones here.
Phone, yeah. So
The
you
charger
can see
there.
there's
Yeah.
2 chargers under here. You can just run the cables through here.
Yeah.
And it plugs in down here to USB. Put the 2 phones here. Close this.
Want it colder. Some people want
That's
it hotter.
true. But I mean, like
but I'm just saying there's a point when
Where
they
it can't do both at
it
once.
won't do both. Right? It won't.
Right.
I was just
very
curious
No,
what that point was,
I'm not sure.
or if they do that, or just try to do it. Either way, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, in terms of like a specific answer, like I don't have a number for you. Now we have to do some testing.
Yeah.
So yeah, you guys ready to head back in?
Sure.
All right, let's do it. So just push the button.
Then it just locks itself, or
Well, we
you
can
do
lock
that?
it. If you had the cell phone key, it would lock itself automatically. You just walk away. But with the key card, we have to lock it manually, like we just saw.
Okay.
So it's not ideal for presentation, just because it's like this is not what your typical experience would be if you were driving the car. But it works, and you would be doing this sometimes, or you'd run the car out. It's nice to not have it. Use the key. So what do you guys feel like the next step is for you?
I don't know what's our next step there, Daniel.
I don't know. It's not my car.
So I was waiting for myself to pay off some loans to myself before I was going to be able to afford it. Then I was thinking of trading in the GMC that I had, or selling it. But most people want me to keep that too. So then, like I said, I was probably waiting until the middle of next year. Yeah.
Do you think it's worth it for any of the options online? Do you feel like that's most of what you needed to see today?
I think that's what I needed to see today. I don't know what else you might have for me, I guess. And I don't.
I mean, I can tell you kind of what Tesla would give you in terms of trade-in for your current vehicle.
Okay.
If you want to see what that might look like.
Sure.
We can run that pretty quickly. And I can just kind of show you what the pricing structure is on the current cars if you did decide you wanted to take advantage of that tax credit.
Okay.
That's really it as far as information I have going forward.
Okay.
You guys want to sit down for 5 minutes? I can
Sure.
walk you through some of that. We'll just head to the back.
Okay.
You guys want to take a seat right here? Do you want me to take those waters from you? Or you just...
I can do it. Yeah. All right.
How'd you like it? How'd you like it?
That's all right.
Okay.
Said there was a few places where I wasn't really comfortable.
Okay.
I'd probably get used to it a little bit. I think if I was using the cruise control and the autopilot more, then it wouldn't have been so bothersome. And then also, like I said, with my bottle in the way, I wasn't able to like position my foot in a comfortable place.
Did you know that you could do a trade-in with Tesla?
Yeah, I had seen that. Yeah.
Okay.
I imagine I'd get more if I sold it outright.
Yeah, so there's basically only two main reasons to do a trade-in with Tesla. The first one is obviously just the convenience factor. So
Right.
you can basically drive your old car to a Tesla delivery center, and you can drive away in your Tesla, and it's just really easy.
Okay.
The other reason is in Arizona you don't pay sales tax on the difference in price. Are you familiar with this?
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah.
So if you get 10 grand for your car, you don't pay sales tax on $10,000 of the new car. So something worth kind of factoring into your decision when you kind of weigh whether or not it makes sense to do a trade-in versus selling your own.
Yeah.
It's mostly those two reasons that people trade in with us at
Okay.
all. Let me just take a look here.
And I think a lot of the dealerships, they would, mark up the price of their car too when you traded something in. To,
Yeah, I don't know. They do a lot of things
yeah.
very differently than we
Probably,
do.
yeah. I figure you guys didn't do that.
We kind of just
have
keep
a
everything
fixed
really,
rate, yeah.
Yeah, everything's just really straightforward.
Yeah.
What year is your car?
2014
And it's a
GMC Acadia.
what trim level is it?
Denali.
This one?
Yeah.
How many miles does it have on it?
68, I think now.
Let's say 69. Just so.
Yeah.
And what zip code do you live at?
Huh?
What's your zip code?
85321.
And you don't owe anything on the car?
Huh?
Do you owe anything on the car?
No.
Have you been in any sort of collisions or major accidents with it?
No.
So this is an estimate. I mean, it is a valid quote.
Yeah.
So Tesla would give you about 20 grand for it.
Uh-huh.
And obviously you wouldn't pay sales tax on 20 grand in that car.
Yeah.
I don't know how that lines up with what your expectation was. This is a real quote, so
Yeah.
this will be valid for 2 weeks, 500 miles.
Okay.
Obviously, if you took delivery in 2 months or something like that, you'd get a final quote before you took delivery.
Uh-huh.
But assuming you didn't put many more miles on the car, it'd be pretty similar, if not exactly the same.
Okay.
But that's how that works. And then as far as Model 3 goes,
So what's the cheapest Model 3 I can get that you have available that I could order?
were you looking for a car that was here in inventory, like a car that was here locally, or to build a custom car?
Yeah, I don't care.
So I think, why don't we,
Just-
okay, well, I don't know, so let me, that's probably a bad way to ask that question. Let's build
Like
that.
to say
Yeah.
where I could get it delivered in time for the $7,500 rebate, and
Yeah.
then it was your lowest price.
So
one.
if you ordered a
So I was
new
asking.
one, it'd
Yeah.
be like 1 to 2 months, so you're like
Uh-huh.
right on the threshold. We do have some cars in inventory, which are cars that are already built.
Uh-huh.
So I can take a look through our database and see if I have anything in an area that matches what you're looking for.
Uh-huh.
Even if we're going to do that, let's just go through here really quickly and like build out the dream configuration so I can
okay.
work backward from there.
Uh-huh.
So it looks like you guys will be looking at the mid-range car, which is the one that starts at 46,000. So that's the 260 miles rear-wheel drive car, and essentially going to drive almost exactly the same as what we just drove.
Do you have those built already, or?
We do, yeah.
Okay.
So that's why I wouldn't even
Yeah.
bring that up if we didn't.
Uh-huh.
They're brand new. I mean, they literally just started arriving like a week ago. What color do you guys like?
I would want white.
The white.
What did you want? The blue one? Yeah.
So white or blue.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you guys like the 18-inch standard wheels, or would you want to upgrade to the 19s for 1,500?
I would just get the standard ones, I guess. How about you? Huh? Like the new one? Huh?
It's not my car.
Those pretty ones there?
I like them, but
Huh? Yeah, I think they're nice. Yeah. We just go with the cheap ones. Yeah.
So I mean, these wheels, while they may not be as pretty,
Uh-huh.
the design
Aerodynamic.
here increases
Uh-huh.
the aerodynamics.
Yeah.
So are we sticking with white or blue for now?
White.
So you can do a black interior like we just sat in.
Uh-huh.
For $1,000, you can go to the all-white interior like that Model 3 over there has. They're the same material, same stuff. It's just a color difference.
I would probably want the black. How about you?
yeah.
And then the autopilot's $5,000. So that's the big question.
Yeah, I would
Did you
want the
guys
autopilot.
So that puts you at a final price of $53,000.
Uh-huh.
That would be before sales tax, but also before the $7,500, and also would be before the trade-in. So I can also I can put together like a total price breakdown if you want that as well.
Yeah.
Let me grab a laptop really quickly, and I'll go through some of that stuff. Unfortunately, for whatever reason, we have some of it on here.
Oh, and how much is the extended battery over that then too?
Base price is going to be 46 versus 53 is the base price on the long range car.
Okay.
But let me grab my laptop and I'll see
Okay.
what we have like
Sure.
locally available.
You're not going to kick in one of your vehicles too?
I'm not going to kick in one of my vehicles for you to get in.
Well, I let you drive it.
I mean, okay. I don't think I can do that.
No.
It's not. It's,
I just,
no
I
one.
just
It's not
kid,
my
I'm
choice.
kid, yeah. Just joking. It was a joke. Oh, maybe I can kick in my motorcycle.
Yeah.
I wonder if they take a motorcycle.
Get an extra
Nobody takes it.
$600.
Huh?
Get an extra
It's a
$20.
5,000, huh? I'll ask him. He's not going to take. Nobody takes a motorcycle as a trade-in, but they're different too, right? Do you take motorcycles as trade-ins too?
I don't think so.
See,
You
I
can
thought
do multiple trade-ins, but you only get the tax benefit on one of the cars.
Okay.
So I mean, if you trade in as much as you want, but they won't deduct the sales tax. This always confuses me when I go from the. Going from the Mac to the PC and all the stuff is different. Thanks for your patience, guys. And then delivery timeline on a Model 3 inventory car is about 2 weeks. Just to give you an idea, there's like a 2 months for a custom. I'll show you guys what I'm looking at in a second here. I'm just going to kind of search for it.
No, and the with the 7,500, you just get a tax break later. Is that right?
So
or you
it's
get
a
it
dollar
then?
for dollar tax credit. So
Yeah.
basically, the 7,500, what it means is, if you owe the federal government 7,500, you'd owe them zero. So you would pay it in April. You'd pay the full cost of the car, and then in April you'd claim the $7,500 tax credit. If you got your car after the end of 2018, you'd claim $3,750 a year from April. If that makes sense, right? Because it'd be the following year. So let me see. I'm gonna try to sort. So we're looking for blue and white or just white?
Just white.
Just white? I want to look at this region. These are all long range.